Okay, so let's do this. Let's have somebody make a motion. Well, let's call the meeting to order. Let's do roll call first.
Oh, can everyone hear me now?
There we go.
Now I found you.
Now you got me? Okay, now I gotta find you again. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. Hi, everyone. Sorry about that. Let's call this meeting to order. Roll call, please.
Gustafson.
Here.
Hicks.
Here.
Fish.
Here.
Hagberg.
Here.
Kwame. Roofer.
Here.
Thompson.
Here.
Arneson.
Here. Sorry.
All right. We have a quorum. Let's go on to the second reading of Ordinance 3, A series, amending the City Code Chapter 154.021, interim use permits. And I'll call on Andrew to update us on that.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually call over to Rolf, but before he starts, I will say the Planning Commission heard this item last night at a special meeting, and they recommended unanimous approval. So I'll let Rolf just quickly explain what it is, and then we just need a roll call vote.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. And for your information, Madam Mayor, you do get to vote. So,
Good deal.
Before you is a request to allow us to issue an interim use permit. As you know, several months ago, we amended the code to allow for these special temporary uses through an interim use permit. The whole idea of the permit is that it's temporary in nature, and in order for it to be allowed in a zone, our ordinance needs to provide for that as an interim use within the zone. So that's what you have before you, is to allow bituminous and concrete mixing facilities to be located within an RA district, which is where the proposed cement mixing plant is wanting to be located for the 210 highway reconstruction project. And the location is on the lot which would be in the southeast corner of the intersection of 94 and Lincoln, kind of between the interstate and Mabel Murphy's is where I understand this cement mixing facility will be located. And the purpose is to provide cement for the project on Highway 210. So we were approached by the person that is wanting to provide this service for that project at this location, and we were advised him that in order for him to do it, we would have to do it through an interim use permit, which required a zoning change, which is what's before you. So if you agree that this is something that you would like to see, that to allow for concrete mixing facilities in an RA zone by interim use permit, then you can have your roll call and vote yes.
Okay. Does anyone want to offer that resolution?
Yeah,
I'll offer that.
It's just a roll call.
We just need a roll call.
just a roll call.
Just a roll call. Okay. Roll call, please.
Gustafson.
Yes.
Hicks.
Yes.
Fish.
Yes.
Hagberg.
Yes.
Roofer.
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
Arneson.
Yes.
All right. Is there anything else today?
I'd just like to ask a question on this, though. Obviously, this is the second interim kind of like change we've done. Obviously, we've got Shopco. How does it affect the property tax? We're allowing people to make money off something, and this particular parcel came to the variance, and obviously did ask for a reduction on some of the property, which was fine because it's a piece that can't be used for really anything. But when we change something from one zone to another, you know, do we get anything out of it? I mean, obviously these people are profiting from having this cement plant on their side, and obviously like the new owners of Shopco are profiting by leasing the building.
Well, we get an additional use on the property that can be used for that purpose with this interim use permit. Does that translate into dollars for the city? That may be dependent upon whether the assessor knows that there's a rental arrangement going on with this property. That may impact the assessor's understanding or belief as to what the property value would be. But that's how I would see that there would be a benefit to the city, is that if the property is assessed differently, taking into consideration that there actually is a use, and it's a temporary use, but there is a use that you can use the property for.
And
Thank you.
maybe it's just something we have to look at down the road if there is a value to it.
Right. We usually get these requests because people are wanting to conduct an activity on a parcel where they can't. And, that's the question is, is it reasonable to amend, to go through the hoops of amending for the activity? It was helpful to run it through the Planning Commission. They were appreciative of being asked to weigh in on this. And I think that's your second set of eyes on these requests moving forward. And I think that's a good process, is to run these through the Planning Commission for recommendations, so that you have a second set of eyes on these. But I hear what you're saying.
Right. Okay, thank you.
Are there any other questions? No? All right, then this meeting is adjourned. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody. Thank you.
Hi.